This is Dan of Vagabond Buddha. The picture you're looking at is me in India. I left the United States in 2007. I've traveled to about 64 countries at this time. I first kept track of my travels in a private travel blog, which I'll share with you if you like. But then I started Vagabond Buddha, which gives more information about each place, cost of living, things to do, best places to stay, best restaurants, best way to get there, video walking tour, and the best travel or retire chief to paradise locations in the world. Just click the link below this video if you'd like more information about this place. Now here's our video. This is Dan of Vagabond Buddha. I'm in Cusco, Peru, in Plaza de Armas. That's the Cathedral de Cusco. That's Templo de Companion de Jesus. And that is a statue of the Inca king. Many of the central parks in Peru were established on vacant land by the Spanish during the colonial era. But in Cusco, the heart of the Inca Empire, Spain and the Roman Catholic Church demolished the most beautiful and sophisticated architecture in the world had ever known and replaced it with stone and mortar construction. But there's poetic justice to the story. The stone and mortar construction comes crumbling down to the ground each time there's a decent-sized earthquake, and only the Incan construction remains. Cusco is proof that God moves in mysterious ways. All of the Inca construction has lasted hundreds of years of earthquakes before and after the arrival of the Spanish, and will continue to do so. The statue in the middle of Plaza de Armas honors 𝗵𝗄𝐿. He was the 9th ruler of the Kingdom of Cusco and the creator of the expanded Inca Empire. He expanded the Inca Empire to include parts of what is now Colombia, Ecuador, Peru, Bolivia, and Argentina. He also built what I call his summer retreat, Machu Picchu. Cathedral de Cusco. This is on Plaza de Armas. Spain and the Roman Catholic Church demolished the Inca temple called 𝗙𝐻𝐿𝐻 to build the Cusco Cathedral. Construction began in 1535, but it has been rebuilt many times. The rudimentary construction techniques of Europe are not well suited for earthquake country. This cathedral is the first cathedral in all of America. Peru is where Spain sent the most resources to steal gold. So it only makes sense that the first cathedral would go here. Inside this cathedral you will find the most beautiful collection of art created during colonial rule. The entry fee is about $8 US, but for $2 more you can get a pass to 4 other important museums. Templo de la Compañía de Jesus, Church of the Company of Jesus. This is the other smaller church facing Plaza de Armas. Its first construction began in 1571. Like the cathedral on Plaza de Armas, the Spanish demolished an Inca palace of superior construction in order to build this church. And like the cathedral, each time there's a strong earthquake, the Spanish construction comes tumbling down. Look for the painting on the north wall of a Spanish soldier marrying the daughter of Inca ruler Túpac Amaru. For a Google Maps tour of everything that I am showing you here today, just go to the link below this video on YouTube and click the link and read. Also, the best time to come to Cusco is during the dry season, and in particular June 21st through June 24th you have the winter solstice and the Sun Festival, and that's what these statues are I'm showing you. Just come to the link below this video and there's more information about both those items. If you come to the Google, to our webpage and pick up the Google Links walking tour, this is some of the things you'll see. This is actually the path the tour will take you on.
4, 5 soles audífonos. 5 el selfie, 5.
When Cusco had a wall built around it, this was the wall. This is one of the gates, which you'll see if you follow the path. So it's Sunday, and normally these booths aren't here, but San Pedro Market is here 7 days of the week, and you can come here and get a $5 or 5 sole meal, which is about less than $2, and goofy tourist pants and outfits and backpacks, and also fruits and vegetables, just about anything you're going to need to live in Cusco for 5 days or 5 years. It's all here, so we'll walk inside and show you a little. What'd you order?
Orange.
Orange?
Take away.
Whoa.
Wow, they all speak English.
Yeah.
Where are you from?
Bye-bye. Good?
Good.
Those are some of the restaurants over there where you can get a $2 lunch. It's not bad, really. Usually you get a soup and an entree and a juice. It's Sunday, so some of the booths are closed. Chung's looking for some insert for her shoes. It's a hard bargain there. Now she's caving. 75 cents. Gracias. Iglesia de Santo Domingo, Cusco. Spain demolished the main temple of the sun of the Inca Empire. There are parts of the Sun Temple that can be toured on the grounds of Santo Domingo. When you see the quality of workmanship in the Inca Sun Temple as compared to the Santo Domingo, you will sincerely wonder why Europe described the original people of the Americas as naive. Within the temple, Santo Domingo, instead of completely demolishing the entire temple, you can see they've left the foundation there. And towards the bottom you see more of like of a gray structure. And what those are stones that are perfectly fitted, so you don't need mortar. You can't even fit a human hair between those stones. And they also run along the base of the fence. You can see them in there too. And so what you have here is an Inca foundation with a church built on top of it. Of course, it comes crumbling down. The church comes crumbling down every time there's an earthquake, but the Inca structure remains fine. You have to go inside and take the tour, and you'll see what the sun and the moon temple look like. The San Domingans were smart enough not to demolish entirely the Inca structure. They left some, they hid it behind walls, but now you can tour it and see how beautiful it is with your own eyes. So I was walking along the path, the Google Maps path, and I came across this this contrast. What you have here is Inca work, and now these are not poured stone; these are cut from rock, and each stone is separately cut and is not. There's no pattern here. It's cut for the spot it's meant to be in. This is Inca work. Now this is what happens when the Spanish took the Inca work and tried to use it in other places. You can see the large gaps in the mortar. And so then when they stole Inca temples and whatnot and tried to make other buildings with it, this is what it came out like, of course, because they didn't know what they're doing. And sadly above this is adobe, which of course is arguably the most rudimentary of all. And this is what Spain, after they destroyed the culture, the Inca's culture, they know not only did the Spanish not know how to do it anymore, but neither did the Inca. So you can see, you know, what a difference it makes culturally when you are able to pass on knowledge. And so that the Inca people have been robbed of that. And now, of course, they can make the typical European work, which is just big rocks with mortar in it. But no one's been able to really redo what the Incas were doing. Ooh, sorry about elevation's kind of high. Okay, this stop on the Google Maps walking tour of Cusco is the Museo Inca. Now, I've just spent about 8 weeks in Peru learning about all the various societies that were here over the years before Incas conquered or the Spanish showed up. And this is one of the nicest collections I've seen. And so this is a little bit of everything from Spanish all the way to Inca, or I should say from 1200 BC all the way through today. And it's fairly cheap to get in. It's 10 soles, and you can get a guided tour guide for 20 soles. So $10 hour of your time, and you'll have 3,500 years of Peruvian history. It's really a must-see. There's a lot of great museums here, and in fact, if you go to the webpage below this YouTube video, you'll see I have a Google Maps walking tour of the museums, but this is one that will both show you art and teach you at the same time, so long as you get a guide, and it's highly recommended. If you can only do one, do this one. Okay, the next stop on the tour is Paddy's Irish Pub. Welcome to Paddy's, Cusco, Peru, the highest 100% Irish-owned pub on the planet. 11,156 feet. And stop in and have a beer, and then we'll go to the last stop. Cusco is just full of beautiful little streets like this. Cobblestone streets. You'll walk between stops. If you walk this Google Maps tour, you'll walk by the Archbishops Residence, and there's a great collection inside. If you go to my best museums in Cusco, you'll find that on there on a tour of museums. Notice left and right now you have Inca quality workmanship. It's so obvious, the difference. So this is San Blas Church, and next to it are the San Blas fountains and the San Blas neighborhood. This is just about 4 blocks up from Plaza de Armas. The indigenous people of America were not allowed to worship with the colonists. The Spanish told them they had no souls, so the Spanish built churches that were for the indigenous people where they were allowed to worship. San Blas was built in the 1500s for this purpose in Cusco, but you'll find this throughout Peru. Like most churches in the area in Peru, or certainly in the Cusco area, sacred ground was demolished by Spain to build the church, and that's true here also. All right, so that completes. Cusco really is an amazing place with crazy, beautiful museums and nightlife and restaurants, and so feel free to. This is just a short list of things you really must see. If you're only here a day or something, maybe you only have time to see these. But if you have more time, Check out my best museums in Cusco, tours to take from Cusco, which of course includes Machu Picchu and other sacred areas of the Inca. Just click the link below this YouTube video and to find out more about it. And thanks for stopping by. This Google Maps walking tour is on the webpage in the links below this YouTube video. This is Dan from Vagabond Buddha. The world is your home. What time will you be home for dinner? Thanks for listening to our video. If you enjoyed the video, please click like, leave a comment below, subscribe to Vagabond Buddha, or click the link below in the notes below this YouTube video to find out more about this location or all of the Travel Cheap to Paradise locations on Vagabond Buddha. Thank you.